Alright, onward to Stone Hill! And a very satisfying scene. So many lovely gems. So one thing I didn't go into, different colored gems actually do have different values. Reds are worth 1, and greens are worth 2. So here we have a new enemy type, these rams. They'll charge right at you. Blue gems like that one are worth 5. Lovely. So let's see just what we're dealing with here. Okay, we're looking for 200 gems, of which we found 5, and 4 dragons. So let's get right to it. Stone Hill is a bit of a spread out level. Various paths to take, various things to find. There isn't really a clear sense of direction in this particular stage. Some do have fairly linear paths, this just really isn't one of them. Well, here we have a lovely room full of treasure, and a Durgan. Hi there, Lindar.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
The thing he's talking about is more just a quick save. To actually save the game, you do need to talk to this fairy. Stand on the platform, and you'll have the chance to do so. You can replay the dragon message, or completely save your game. I don't think the fairy actually had a name in the first game. In following games, I think it was named Zoe. So we have a new type of chest. These types, breathing fire on them doesn't work. Charging them, however, does. So simple enough. Of course, charging works on the normal chests, too. Basically anything will break those open. But these ones, only charging will do. Make sure we got everything in here. Looks like it, so onward. Well, well, what do we have here? We have another Durgan. Gavin.
Watch the dragonflies, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
So, more treasure to be gathered. And another new type of chest. This one's locked. Fire doesn't work. Charging doesn't work. No, we're gonna need the key. That's really as much backtracking as you ever have to worry about in this particular game. Sometimes you'll find the locked chest or the key and not know where the other is. Well, that hurt. So yes, after one hit, Sparks turns blue. Another hit, he'll turn green. One more hit past that and he disappears and you're on your own. You have less range to collect things, and also one more hit and you're finished. Durgan! We've rescued Astor!
After you freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya.
So we have the exit portal here, but we're not quite done yet. We're still missing one dragon and quite a bit of treasure. But looking over here, we have one of those vortex things going upward. It's safe to land down here. We have more treasure. And we also have a key. Well, at least we know where the locked chest is. Make sure we've gotten everything from the beach. One more gem. So we know where the exit is, but we're not quite ready for it just yet. First things first, let's go ahead and go down here and unlock that chest. It's an explosion of value! Okay, as long as we're here, let's go ahead and demonstrate eating butterflies. Delicious! Oh dear, and I just heard the most annoying enemy in the game. We'll have to find where he is first, though. The shepherd enemies will try and smack you with their cane if you get too close to them and don't take them out quickly enough. But still, either charging or breathing fire on them will deal with them. Didn't quite hit that one. Charging can be a bit of a risky proposition against them. I'll still take you out. Plenty of sheep, though, and that means plenty of butterflies. Let's go ahead and make sure that we've gotten everything from the ground level. I think we've gotten most of it. Oh! That's another upgrade Spyro got in future games in the series that I kind of miss in this game, is that you could direct sparks to point out the nearest gem that you haven't collected yet. It makes things a lot easier. Okay, I think I've got everything down here, so up we go. Durgan! We've rescued Gildas.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the X button at the top of a jump, and try pressing the triangle button to drop down in mid-flight.
Yeah, that's great if you feel like you're going to overshoot your target, but still not quite as good as the hover jump from later games. So anyway, let's go over here and check some things out. We're free! We're free! Wall. Yes, we're bound in by an invisible wall that's keeping us within the confines of the stage. At least for the most part. Don't dive off the side into the sea there. That won't be good for anyone. So pretty much at this point, we're mainly just missing gems. So once we get to 200 of those, we're basically done. Or are we? It's the thief! It can be kind of annoying to pin them down. You either have to charge into them or just outpace them enough to where you'll have time to breathe fire on them to finish them off. But they have a new type of collectible. Now if I could just find where the little pest went. Seriously, where'd he go? Huh. Well, I still have gems to collect. He'll turn up sooner or later. Basically, they tend to run around at top speed in hard-to-catch locations. If I keep circling around this area, he's bound to show up. There you are! Alright, get back here. There we go. And we get a dragon egg. Now that we have at least one of those, if we look on the inventory screen, we see there's quite a few of those to find. If one is located in a stage, now it'll show up as a collectible there, as one of those blank eggs with an X inside of it. So, there was only one egg in this particular stage. Okay. So I'm just missing 4 gems. 3... And there they are. Alright. So with that, we're done with Stone Hill. Look at our inventory just to make sure. 200 gems, 4 dragons, and a dragon egg. Lovely. So, back we go. All the pretty colorful gems! So now that we're back here, a quick thing to show off. If you defeat an enemy that you've already gotten their treasure, they drop one of these orbs. As you collect orbs, they start making a circle around the Spyro indicator up in the top of the screen that shows how many lives you have. It takes quite a few to make a complete circle. But completing the circle does have a purpose. Getting enough of these orbs to finish out the circle gives you an extra life, so it can be handy to hang on to those. These particular enemies tend to be nice for dropping a lot of them. Still not enough, though. But we have a fairly good supply going anyway. But with that, it's time for the next land. And so, we'll get to Town Square after a quick refreshing pause. Back in a moment.